the hottest thing this year at VMworld is Appblast. And I have an exclusive preview here with Scott, who is our CTO of End User Computing. Scott, tell me about Appblast. I need to know. What is it?
So Appblast is a great new technology that we've been working on for a while that we decided to preview here. It's a technology that enables you to remote applications. You can remote applications of any type from any platform and then deliver them with a rich user experience, rich fidelity in any HTML5 compatible browser or device.
All right. Any app, any OS, so a Windows app, Mac OS, it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. This technology is capable of delivering app remoting for Windows, Mac, Linux applications, and we can run these. We can deliver these applications to any HTML5 compatible browser, and it gives full
Firefox, Chrome, the whole shebang will work with it.
Yes, where the technology is based on, we're using HTML5 is a complex set of primitives. We're using a variety of the standard primitives that are in HTML5 within a lot of innovations that VMware has been working on top of those. So the net result is that you can deliver the application experience through any compatible browser.
But to be sure, no client install, nothing locally installed is necessary.
Nothing additional is locally installed.
I need to see this. What do you have with you? What can we show?
So great. So we have a demo environment here where we're running Appblast. We're serving up Windows applications in the demo, and I have my MacBook here, and we'll show first. I'm running Chrome here. Chrome is an HTML5 compatible browser, and first let me log in. You can see my really cryptic password here. And this is the launch portal, okay, mock-up of the launch portal. And we have multiple applications here that are capable of being delivered to via Appblast. So let's take a legacy application. Let's run Visio. I like using Visio because it's an application that's not available on the Mac, so I'm delivering here. So I pulled up Visio here. I'm going to open a document that we've been using. And you'll see here, this is the typical Visio screen with all the Windows controls in my Chrome browser. And I can use this just like you would use the app natively, okay? So here you go, let's scale up our server, okay?
Wow, that seems to respond very well.
Yeah, it's very quick. We've paid a lot of attention, although this is just a preview. We have a lot of high hopes for this technology. You can see it's very responsive, the graphics are really good, and it's very responsive to my mouse clicks back and forth. There's negligible latency.
And this is like a Unity that you're just serving up the app?
Yes, well, Unity implies a bunch of things, but this is serving up just applications. So it's designed to deliver individual applications in a browser window.
Okay, and I mean, Visio is already a reasonable graphical application, so it can deal with graphical applications as well?
Absolutely, it can. And as part of the demo, what I'd like to show you, so this is a typical Windows point-and-click kind of interface, but the real acid test, so to speak, for a protocol is, what does it do with video? Okay, so I'm going to show you something really cool here. Okay, I'm going to close this tab, and I'm going to launch another window. And we've constructed this. One of the lead architects for this technology is Jonathan Clark. And he likes to do somewhat elaborate vacations. And he actually visited Antarctica a few years ago. Okay, and this is his home movie from Antarctica, but he took it using one of those older proprietary formats. So this isn't one of the core codecs that can be rendered in an HTML5 browser. This is Windows Media Player. So this is not multimedia redirection that you see here. What you're seeing here is that we are running Windows Media Player on a back-end system, okay, and we are remoting its application interface.
Wow, that looks really good.
If you look here, you'll see me adjust the video by playing with the controls. So you can see that this is clearly, I'm running Windows Media Player, I'm playing around and it's quite responsive. This is our buddy, this is our project mascot, we've named him Cobus, okay? And as you can see here, I am really doing app remoting of Windows Media Player, and the fidelity is quite good.
So here you're using a reasonably powerful MacBook Pro on an iPad. This is possible as well, or Android, those kind of devices?
Absolutely, it runs on iPad too. As a matter of fact, let me show you, okay? So I have an iPad here, and I'm gonna log in, and you can see here I have the portal.
Okay? Same interface?
Same exact interface, okay? So we have the same portal, and what I'm gonna do here, we actually have on the iPad, we have some of the icons that we have on the launch portal, we've actually placed on the surface of the iPad. So I'm going to start up an app, another app, that doesn't really normally run.
You're going to run Photoshop on your iPad.
Right, and this is Adobe Photoshop served up via Appblast. Okay, so we have a picture of our development team here for Appblast. So you can see again how peppy it is, how rich the user interface is.
So I see these cool thumbnails here. They're actually live updating as well. What are those?
Those are thumbnails that are showing what's going on and enabling you to see the application. You can also use them as a launch bar as well. So for example, we can bring up the application directly.
How is that with licensing from Windows? What is needed for this? Do I need a terminal server license for this?
No, you don't, because terminal server is a different beast. Terminal server is about running a server version of Windows, time sharing different sessions for each of those applications and delivering them to users. Microsoft's licensing terms for that technology is that you need client CALs for each one of the sessions. With this technology, you're not time sharing an instance of Windows. You're not delivering an app to multiple people, one copy of an app to multiple people. You are simply running a base OS, whether it's Windows, Mac, or Linux, and you are delivering the user interface for it remotely through a browser. Okay, so it's the same thing as basically as plugging in another terminal into your system. We're not adding additional users. We're not moving where we're running the app. It's just running in the base operating system.
So each user has its own isolated instance running centrally in a data center, and that's being served up.
Correct. Well, that's one of the ways to run this. We've designed this, remember, this is a core technology, not a product. We've designed this to be suitable for both the public, private, and personal cloud. Now, an example of the personal cloud is that I could serve up applications from my home system or my office physical system where I needed them on my tablet. For example, I manage my bank accounts still using Quicken, at home. If I want to access Quicken from my Mac at home on my tablet when I'm traveling, that would be a great use for personal cloud. Then private cloud would clearly be enterprise deployments to multiple users using this core technology as the base, and of course we would have other things around that to do that. And public cloud would be offering up applications as a service.
Now that sounds like a really flexible solution. Server-based computing, but also like remote access to your own PC, just all one with one single solution.
Exactly. Well, it's one technology, multiple solutions is how I would phrase it.
Okay. I mean, probably what we all want to know. How do we get our hands on this? When is it beta? How do I find out more? How do I stay in touch about this project?
Okay, well, we thought this would be very exciting when we started to show it at VMworld, and the response has been overwhelming, quite frankly, so it's exceeded our expectations. We thought we had something hot. We very much wanted to show it, get people's reactions, and see what they thought about it. It's a core technology right now. We're not going to be announcing product solutions at the conference here. You can absolutely stay tuned. Stay in contact with us. I periodically post on Twitter and blog, and I will certainly keep the audience up to date. So that would probably be the best way to keep in touch. But expect announcements in the not too distant future on solutions.
Super. Thank you very much, Scott, for showing Appblast.
My
so
pleasure.
if you want to keep up to date about Appblast, make sure you follow Scott on Twitter. Thank you for watching.